So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Tanner Brown ready to get this one going. And here we go from Chicago. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They're right here.
Running back sent in motion left. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
44.
They send a man in motion. Tua off the play fake. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Ready.
Slot man motioned over. First down, here's Swift. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Get safe. Go ahead.
From the 27. Fits it through the middle. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Got him in. It's Thomas. And this one gets to the 33-yard.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Rodgers. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. this one misses the tight end. So it'll be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Rodgers here off the play action. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3.
26.
Rodgers here from the gun. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be third and long.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Third and long, Rodgers. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Out is Tanner Brown to try to knock this through. It's about 43 yards for it. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And the deficit stays at 7.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Hey, get safe.
Man in motion out of the slot.
Out.
First down. Here's Tua. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Chicago first down. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Tua now from the gun. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. Second down coming up.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Blitz coming, Tua. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Tua again. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Set.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First and goal, Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
Out of his end zone, Rodgers finds his target Hall. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll throw again, Rodgers. And he can't do it himself. He's stuck behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick the...
Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And this is scooped up by the Jets. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. to give your quarterback a chance.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. It's a gain of 4. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. Smith and Jigba going to motion over left. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your play, but makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
He fires one deep down the... That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
26.
Sets them up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Hey, check 26.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Jets with the football. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Check 30.
Throwing again, it's Rodgers. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
26.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Davis will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Bears make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He lofts one deep, center of the field. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Jets do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Able to hit home, complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Into the hands of Olave.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Hall with the first and still going. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. One man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Rodgers here from the gun. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. From the red zone now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Brown adds the PAT. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. Now Brown on to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10.
All right, come on. Hey. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Mecole Hardman now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They motion a receiver left. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Enough for a New York first down. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 43. Caught by the open man. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Jets 300. Jets 300.
To the air here on first down, Rodgers. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bears get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
Get set. Out.
A give right side for Swift. Finds a seam past the 15. And he's all the way forward to the 21. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Jets get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
On second and 10 now, Rodgers. Hall there to haul it in. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Got him in. It's Thomas. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rodgers coming back after the pick. Short pass brought in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 25 on second down. Finds his target, Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down throw by Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down. Again, Rodgers. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Fits it through the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Bears have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again here on second, Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Watch it, Oscar.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That excitement brings us to... Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action, Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust, and then they got to believe.
Big gain downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now within 1 score in the 4th. Brown now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
They're right here. Solo left Zion.
Putting the tight end in motion. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Hey, 21 TX.
2 now from the gun. Finds his man Waddle. And He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. In a good spot here, second and inches. Running back, motioning right. Again, it's Tagovailoa. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Going play action, Tagovailoa. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And this will hit the goal line and then go into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Olave with the catch. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be 2nd down. Rodgers here from the gun. Getting Olave on the slant. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the gun, it's Hall. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Able to hit Hall, complete. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. If you don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Jets losing by 7. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. A bit of desperation on this deep. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Setting up to pass. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. It's a foot race. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Rodgers set to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Trying to push it deep downfield. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Back into your defense to take those shots.
And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback? Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. Official signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee goes down.
Well, Brock, I think we're both thinking another kneel likely coming here on 3rd down.
21G, 21G.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and goal.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ready.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Headed out right. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And it was their disruptive